though? BallHawk Show.
What up, though? BallHawk Show.
What up, though? Welcome to the BallHawk Show podcast. I'm your host, Ahmad Hawkins. Appreciate you rocking with me. Hopefully, everybody's staying safe with this virus still out there. Being smart. Episode was sponsored by Able Insurance. Go to ableinsurance.net for all your insurance need, home business, auto, life insurance. They got you covered. Make sure you go to sthujuice.com. Get your Shut the Hell Up Juice apparel. So today's episode, man, we're going to talk about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. The truth about the sidekick narratives. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about the sidekick narratives that was it seemed like it was created around Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. That's when it seemed like, it took off, and that's the first duo folks talk about, period. Matter of fact, Scottie Pippen is the one guy that's always talked about to diminish an all-time great in order to elevate the next all-time great. So Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan is the sidekick narrative that everybody runs to, like, no matter what. And it all started, what season was it? Let's go back. It all started in 1988. Because that's when Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls finally won a playoff series. Scottie Pippen's rookie year. The 3 seasons before that, the Bulls won one playoff game in the series. They got swept by, the Boston Celtics. Larry Bird and them. Swept by them. They got beat by the Milwaukee Bucks. And so, matter of fact, Michael Jordan rookie year, they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks 3-1. They used to play the best of 5. And then the next 2 seasons, the Bulls got swept by the mighty Boston Celtics 6-0. And then finally, they ran to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Scottie Pippen's rookie season, and they won that series 3-2. Actually, with Doug Collins as the head coach, they won 50 games that year. The season before that, they had a losing record, 40-42. And Stan Albeck was the coach. The season before that, they were 30-52. And then the season before that, they was 38-44. So, yeah. So when Scottie Pippen got there, the Bulls won 50 games. That's the first thing that everybody throws out. Scottie Pippen joined. 50 games was won. So Scottie Pippen was the reason that 50 games was won. Now, I do want to let you guys know another nugget that is usually left out. If you look at the coaching staff, that year they won 50 games, a guy named Phil Jackson was an assistant coach alongside Tex Winter, who was already there. But Phil Jackson was also an assistant when Scottie Pippen was a rookie that year. I don't think nobody talks about that, So, but we're going to keep the narrative of the sidekicks, right? So, when folks said Michael Jordan basically never been anything without Scottie Pippen, I guess you have a leg to stand on, right? He didn't win any championships without Scottie. He didn't win no playoff series without Scottie. So, I guess he would have still been a great player, but he wouldn't have any postseason fanfare, right? That's what's used against Mike. You ain't nothing without Scottie. It was another meme used that showed Kobe and LeBron. LeBron won without D-Wade and Kobe won without Shaq. And then they got Mike with nothing without Scottie Pippen, which is hilarious. Like, it is funny, yo. It's funny. But think folks who use those are used to debating very naive sports fans in the barbershop. Like, they don't expect people to have a rebuttal, because when you rebuttal with something with substance, they usually start stuttering or they just continue to talk about how great Scottie Pippen was. Because I could take it a step further. You could say that Michael Jordan wouldn't have won his last 3 rings without Dennis Rodman. You could jump on that bandwagon too. Take it a step further. Or they say, you know, Michael Jordan never won anything without Phil Jackson. But they don't ever use that with Kobe Bryant. God rest his soul. They don't never attach Phil with Kobe's legacy. They leave that out. They'll say Shaq and then Kobe won without Shaq. But they don't never identify that Phil was the coach. They never say that. They never talk about that. You know, you got some folks who think that that folks try to diminish Pippen in order to elevate Jordan. But I think it's vice versa. People try to elevate Pippen to truly diminish Jordan. They'll put out memes of playoff totals. Like, we all know back in the day in basketball, a shooting guard shot the ball. They lived up to that title. If you were a shooting guard, you shot the ball. You was expected to go get buckets. You was, like, positions meant something. Then the game started evolving. You had your outliers. You know, you had your scoring point guards like Isaiah Thomas. But majority of the time, point guards were looked at as being true playmakers. Set the table, have a bunch of assists, but you had your outliers. Then your bigs get your rebounds, get buckets too. Of course, you had the Kareems. Of course, you got the Wilt Chamberlains who did every damn thing. He could average triple damn double. He could average double-digit assists. Like, Wilt Chamberlain is statistically the GOAT. No ifs, ands, or buts around that. Like, when it comes to GOAT talk and it comes to numbers, only one NBA player should be discussed, and that's Wilt damn Chamberlain. So anytime somebody want to use stats for a basketball player, Wilt is the measuring stick. Just like that. But let's get back to the sidekicks, right? So when you look at the playoff series versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Horace Grant, and the Bulls, on the surface, you're going to have the Jordan, they call them Jordan fans, Jordan lovers. What they're going to do is they're going to go to the stat line, right? They're going to go to, so what was the per game? So if you go to that series versus, if you go to the series between the Bulls and the Cavs, you'll see that Michael Jordan averaged 45 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. He attempted 152 shots in 5 games. Shot 55% from the field. Did not attempt a single three-pointer and shot 91% from the free throw line. It's hard to say that somebody is the reason why you're successful when you're averaging 45 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, shooting 55% from the field, and you take a single three and you shooting middies. It's tough. It's tough, man. And then you got Charles Oakley, averaged 10 points, 13 rebounds. Charles Oakley did. Then you got Scottie Pippen, averaged 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.8 steals, 1 block, shot 47% from the field, attempted 51 shots. So on the surface, you're going to have folks saying Scottie ain't really had nothing to do with it. Now, devil's advocate, if you look at the games, you break down each game by itself, you will see that the first game, Michael Jordan scored 50 points. He went absolutely nuts, right? Absolutely nuts. Scottie Pippen ain't even score. And then you look at the second victory they had, Michael Jordan again. He dropped 55. Scottie Pippen actually had 12 rebounds off the bench and 8 points in 30 minutes. So the first game, Michael Jordan did what he did. The second game, he did what he did. But Charles Oakley had 17 and 12. Horace Grant had 13 and 14. Then Scottie Pippen had 12 and 8. Then you go to the game 5, the deciding game, because Cleveland won the next 2 games. Scottie Pippen got off. He had 24 points. Shot the ball 20 times. 5 assists, 6 rebounds. Charles Oakley had 20 rebounds that game. Michael Jordan had 39, shot 54% from the field, 12 or 22. So could you say that Charles Oakley might be the damn reason Michael Jordan won the damn series? Good Lord. He was out there Dennis Rodman them fools. But it just goes to show, if a man is averaging 45 points a game, are we really going to try to say, because a new dude came on the roster known as Scottie Pippen, that he was the reason why Mike finally won the playoff series? Are we going to really do that? Now, we can truly say that until Scottie became a top flight all-NBA player, the Bulls weren't successful. Like, he was the missing piece. He was that guy that they needed for the bad boy Pistons. He was that guy they needed for the Lakers when they played Magic, and Magic was backing Michael Jordan down on the block, and they was trying to send help from the baseline, and Magic was still getting his shot up. You know, they started trapping Magic at half court to get the ball in the Byron Scott hands, but then Magic started taking Jordan to the block. So, yeah, Scottie was the missing link. Yes, Scottie definitely made the difference. Yes, Scottie is a generational talent. Yes, Scottie Pippen is one of the best small forwards of all time. But we can't sit up here and do that, because I can play that game too. We could go down the line of very good players, of great players that won rings, right? And we could diminish them and say, well, without this player, you wouldn't have been successful. Pick. We could say Magic and Kareem. Magic and Word. Like, if you take Worthy or Kareem off, how many rings the Lakers winning? If you take Kevin McHale or Robert Parrish off the Celtics, how many rings Bird gonna win? If you take Joe Dumars and Lambeer off, or either or, off, how many rings is Isaiah Thomas winning? You know what I'm saying? And then we already know with LeBron, we take any all-NBA caliber. Only players I can think of that won without all NBA caliber players in their prime playing right then and there is like Dirk Nowitzki, Hakeem Olajuwon. Those are only two I could think of offhand. And we having real talk, because I always tell folks this. If you're going to use a narrative or a stance against a player in a debate, expect that to be thrown back in your face. So for the folks who saying this is why LeBron's better than Jordan because LeBron never had a Scottie, yeah, he did. He had Scotties, plural. That's why he won. He had an ultimate Robin. That's why he won. The proof is in the pudding. Say what you want. Kyrie out there walking the dog with damn Steph Curry, and they won in Cleveland. Say what you want. But Wade was right there with them damn shooters on deck, just like Jordan had Craig Hodges and Paxson. You got shooters. I mean, goes like, that's why it's laughable to see people going back and forth, because the makeup was the same. The one thing Bron didn't have that Mike had was Phil Jackson. Now Bron lucked up and got with the Heat, and they had Pat Riley up in the upper room. But you got Spoelstra, who's a very good coach, because Spoelstra ass still going to the postseason post LeBron. And then that, you know, it's the narrative. Here's my favorite when it comes to these two, when people be arguing too. Here's my favorite. Well, the Bulls, you know what I'm saying, they still won so many games without Mike. But did they win it all? But then when you look at Bron and his teams, they trash when he leave. Yeah, because the whole Mamma Jamma blow the hell up. The whole Mamma Jamma blows. Like when Bron leave, it usually blow up. Usually the coach is gone too. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time the coach don't stay in place. Like Spoelstra is the one guy who survived Bron leaving. And he read up, like Spoelstra read up quick. Now that next year, you know, what Bosh going through, what he went through, and Wade and his injuries. But it ain't like the Heat stayed bottom feeders that long. They rebounded quickly. I'm just keeping the stack. But let's keep playing this sidekick game. Let's keep playing this process by elimination. This is why you're successful. Can we use it in another sport we love? Can we use it in football? Can we do that? Because anytime somebody talk about wide receivers now, people love to say, well, we got to factor in who was throwing him the ball. Got to factor that in. Because we'll do that to running backs. You got to factor in their offensive line. So let's diminish them because, hey, hypothetically speaking, if you just swap the players, that player who had great production with less talent would damn sure have more production with better talent. That's the hypothetical that everybody always use, that they assume is always right. You know what I'm saying? Sean Kelly said, Bron is the system. Yep, he absolutely is the system. He dictates and runs everything, and that's what he do. He's Peyton Manning. But LeBron James is Peyton Manning. When Peyton Manning went to the Denver Broncos, it was, no, I got a better offense. Let me run the meeting. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never seen nobody, do that before in football. Like, went to a whole different team and said, I'm running the meeting. So yeah. Let's go back to what I'm saying. So when we go to football and we talk about the GOATs, right? The GOATs. Does that mean we take away from Joe Montana and even Tom Brady? No, because people see Tom Brady as a GOAT. Because they always say Tom Brady didn't have big time weapons, names. Because people look at names. Let's be honest. We look at names, right? We look at names. And if we don't look at the name, we'll say, even though they produce, he really wasn't that good. That better player made them better. Like they do with Mo Williams. Like when Mo Williams made the All-Star, they say LeBron is the reason why he made the All-Star game, All-Star game. And then when LeBron left, you know what I'm saying? People do that. They say that's why he better because he was on the team. So when you look at Tom Brady, can we do that to him? Can we say, well, you had Bill Belichick? Your defense was outstanding. Like points against, which is, to me, is the most important defensive stat. I know people look at yards, but points for and points against, those are the two important stats because you win by scoring. And anybody that's played defense will tell you this. Somebody could drive the whole field all they want to, but if you hold them to 3 and you consistently hold them to 3, you won. That's a win. You turn the ball over and you force them to kick 3, or they get a big return, you force them to kick 3, and they just settling for 3 points. Your offense still got a chance. What up, Ethan? Somebody continuously get, like, beginning of the game, first 2 drives, your opponent is getting into the red zone, right? First 2 drives, they get to the red zone. You hold them to 3 both times. And then, boom, your offense score a touchdown. Guess who winning? And then all it took is 1 trip for them. Your team. Like red zone defense, points against, those are the stats I look at as a football guy. I don't look at how many yards. Like, I'll give up all the yards in America. You scoring points? You know what I'm saying? Are you scoring ducats? It's no different than how we look at Julio Jones. Julio Jones be having all these yards and like 4 touchdowns. Then you have a guy that had like 400 less yards than him, but 8 more touchdowns. But then you have folks like, well, that team just don't know how to use Julio. Well, all I know is that dude over there, he's scoring a lot of points. While you getting all these yards and getting caught at the 10-yard line and falling down or whatever you doing, they scoring a lot of touchdowns. Doing something right. But let's get back to the sidekicks, right? Football is a little tough. So we'll stay with basketball. So we talked about, so Michael Jordan got Scottie Pippen. Magic got Kareem or Worthy. Larry Bird, McHale, Parrish, Denny Johnson. List goes on and on, right? We could go down the line. The only superstar or big time, guy in the top 5 in his lane that I could think of is 2 of them that I could think of that won rings without those sidekicks that everybody show a lot of love to as far as being all NBA guys. And that's Dirk Nowitzki and Akeem Olajuwon. Those are 2 guys I could think about when you talk about like top 5 in your position all the time. Like when you talk about top 5 power forwards, Dirk Nowitzki's probably there now. He's probably there. You got Tim and KG off the jump, power forwards. You put, Barkley in there? Do you put Karl Malone there? Like, you're going to put Dirk Nowitzki in there. This is my point. Power forwards. All time. Then centers all time. You going to put the Dream in there? I'm putting Wilt Chamberlain in my center. The hell would anybody think? You can put Wilt. I'm going to tell you, the centers everybody going to say is, of course, Shaq. Of course, they're going to say Kareem. Will people say Bill Russell? Is they top 5 centers of all time? I guess you're going to end up putting Akeem in there. The Dream. Tim, KG, Karl Malone, Barkley. That's 4. So Michael Moses said Tim, KG, Karl Malone, Barkley. Those are 4 right there. So your 5th will probably be Dirk Nowitzki. Like what we doing right now, we're gonna go through. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through top 5 at each position. Like we know point guards. Yeah, point guard. You're gonna need a sidekick. You're a point guard. You're gonna need a sidekick. You're gonna need a sidekick. Big man, you're gonna need a sidekick. Like Shaq needed Kobe, he needed Dwayne Wade. Shaq also had Penny Hardaway in Orlando. Like Shaq, when you look at Shaq and the guys he had when he won as far as guards, like Dwayne Wade is in folks' top 5 all-time shooting guards. Kobe Bryant, top 2, no debate. Shooting guard. He number 2 right behind Michael, Jeffrey, Jordan. It's no debate. Do we knock Shaq for that? No, because he's a big man. And he not considered the greatest. Like when you go to when you look at the greatest, you got to start being nitpicky and be ready to chop them down. So when people say the greatest, you got Michael Jordan, LeBron James, you got Magic Johnson, you got Kareem. Oh, wait a minute. 2 of the top 2. Well, wait a minute. They played on the same team. How they even on the list? By the narrative that's built. So he got his 5th as Kevin McHale or Dirk. So yeah, you got Kevin McHale as well. Kevin McHale, one of the best bigs on the block you ever see. And even he had Larry Bird. So when you look at small forwards, you got LeBron James, Larry Bird. What's some other small forwards y'all got in y'all all-time list? Y'all ready to put KD right there, top 5 all-time already? Y'all ready to do that? Why wait? You know what I'm saying? Like really, why wait? Like when you look at small forwards, who you putting in your top 5 all-time small forwards? It's a long history of the NBA. You can take your time, in the comment section. And then when I drop this and you listen to it again, you can be talking to the radio. But we gotta revisit the Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen stance that non-Jordan fans take to diminish him, and basically say, because you can play that game. You can play that game and say Mike wouldn't have never won a ring without Scottie. You can play that game because he got beat 9-1 his first 3 playoff series without Scottie Pippen being on the roster. And then once Scottie Pippen was on the roster with Phil Jackson, might I add, as assistant coach, Michael Jordan won his first series versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Was that the year where he hung in the air and hit that buzzer beater? James Worthy. T-Mac not in my top 5 shooting guards. Would you consider T-Mac a shooting guard or a point guard? Even still, T-Mac not in my top 5, either one of those. Like, T-Mac was nice, though. T-Mac was definitely special. I think, so my top 5 shooting guards, see, it's hard now because point guard and shooting guard basically the same now, but you got to separate. Like James Harden, is James Harden a point guard or a shooting guard? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a shooting guard playing point guard. Like, Allen Iverson was the first shooting guard playing point guard. Like, Allen Iverson was just 6 feet, but he was a shooting guard. Like, he was a scoring guard. That's what we call him. Scoring. Go get a bucket guard. That was AI. You know what I'm saying? So they got Dr. J in the small forwards. Could Dr. J shoot? I know he could dunk and get to the bucket. Could he shoot? Like, another thing, like a dude like Dominique Wilkins. Like, would you put Dr. J and Dominique Wilkins ahead of a guy like Carmelo Anthony when it comes to small forwards? Like, if you had to choose between Dr. J, Dominique, and Carmelo, would those two be above him? So Michael Moses said LeBron, Larry Bird, KD, Scottie Pippen, George Gervin. All right. George Iceman Gervin. I like that list. All right. I could dig that. Boy, so I never seen Doc shoot a jumper. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, I think so. I just want to let folks know this, right? When you get involved with the Jordan versus LeBron debate, you got to be prepared to defend the same narrative you're throwing at Mike or the same narrative you're throwing at LeBron. Like, you have to be prepared. You have to, because it's not going to be a quick just statement made or post made. Like, it's going to grow legs. It's going to grow legs. I'm telling you. And I think the misconception, what's up, DJ? I think the misconception is, can Scottie Pippen shoot? Hell yeah, Scottie Pippen can shoot. Scottie Pippen was shooting the joint off the glass before Tim Duncan came in the league. Man, I need some of y'all went outside when Scottie Pippen and Jordan was playing. If y'all got to ask if Scottie Pippen can shoot. Scottie Pippen, matter of fact, ask Larry Johnson if Scottie Pippen can shoot. I remember when Larry Johnson talked that trash Larry Johnson talked that trash to Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen came in the garden and shot his face off. Y'all gotta look. Here's what folks gotta do though. You really gotta start doing is, and it's available on YouTube. Like, you go on YouTube and just type in old games, and people have uploaded them low quality VHS games, and just go watch them, because you'll see that dudes did more than what folks thought. They was better than what they thought, and even though folks swear up and down that back in the day, like, Mike ain't play against nobody. Like, everybody understands that the athlete has evolved, right? Guys are more explosive. But with the more explosion and more athleticism, the increased laziness has been on display as well. So, no, Michael Jordan doesn't play against a Kawhi Leonard and a Paul George and a Giannis and KD. But we acting like their defensive effort ain't just as bad as those dudes' athleticism. Now, not Paul George, not Kawhi Leonard, but you know why I'm here. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess that's one of the things that where I try to put myself in the old head shoes, right? I like Michael Jordan's a dude that was 6'6", like 210, 215, give or take, whatever he was, 40-inch vert, 4'3", 40, that's documented. You just go research it. 4'3", 40, that's documented. He was today's athlete back then. Now, yeah, I know people exaggerate that you get punched in the face. Like, hard fouls were just flagrant fouls back then. Like, I'm not going to elevate because he played in an era where you could punch a guy in the face and still play in the game. You only got attacked. Or you could clothesline a player and they, just got a foul. You know what I'm saying? But we're not going to sit up here and act like looking at Mike game back in the day, it didn't matter who was on him. He going to get his buckets. Like, that's one thing we not going to do. That's like folks just dismissing what Jerry Rice did, saying, oh, the DBs and stuff is faster now. A technician is a technician. That's the one thing about it. If you just relied on athleticism, like if Michael Jordan was Russell Westbrook back in the day and just relied on athleticism and then the game got more technical, then I'd be like, oh, yeah, you got a point. It's going to be tough now. But when somebody that's like Michael Jordan has all the physical attributes that people rave about today, back then. So let me go through again. He's 6'6", 215, 40-inch vert, 4'3" in the 40. So when people say LeBron James was bigger, faster, stronger, I always like, whoa. Who told you he was fast? He's not faster. Yes, he's bigger. Strength is subjective because we don't know unless they test. Just because you weigh more than somebody don't mean you strong. There's plenty of dudes who are, I've seen plenty of dudes that's taller than the next man, weigh more than the next man. You put them on some type of weightlifting challenge, that little dude will bust their big two hind parts up. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a lot of cliches that's thrown out there that, you know what I'm saying, that folks run with. Yeah, Dustin, I stopped comparing football and basketball. That's why I caught myself and went right back to basketball. But that's a nice try, though. It's a nice try. But it's called an analogy. So, but I'm gonna keep it basketball. I'm gonna keep it basketball, right? Keep it basketball. A lot of old players' games don't translate today. Case in point. How would Larry Bird do in the NBA today? Y'all think? He can shoot, so he'll still get a shot. Would he be as great? Because we do that to Bill Russell, right? Don't we do it to Bill Russell? Bill Russell only 6'9". He'll get eaten alive. But then we'll glorify a dude like Draymond Green, averaging a triple single. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I don't understand. So we're diminishing a dude like Bill Russell, say he too little. He wouldn't be able to do this, he wouldn't do that. But then a dude like Dennis Rodman, who was the same size as him, getting 18 rebounds a game. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see how a lot of times a lot of people logics and what they say, if you just let them keep talking, it'll smack them in their own damn face and you just let them sip their own shut the hell up juice. Like, it really does. It really does. James St. Patrick said, Sean Kemp would kill. Sean Kemp was so damn explosive, it's hard to say that he wouldn't still get his buckets. Because all you had to do is throw that joint up. Just throw it up. That's it. But back to this sidekick narrative, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Does Scottie Pippen really take away from Michael Jordan that much that that's what elevates LeBron James for y'all? Think about that. Boy said Larry could get buckets in any era. Larry is just Klay Thompson. Let's just call a spade a spade. Larry Bird is Klay Thompson. Don't dribble that much, but can shoot. Crafty. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So he said Bird eating, no hand checking now. You see, it's a lot of things. So for as much as those guys wasn't athletic as the guys are today, people hate when folks talk about the hand checking, by the way. They hate that. They were like, oh, so the fact that you could just grab somebody's hip that's playing defense? Absolutely. Absolutely. If I could hold you and it don't get called, it's defense. It ain't a foul unless it's called, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, last time I checked, if you could control somebody's hip and movement and the refs ain't gonna do nothing about it, is it not defense? Like if you coaching that guy and he hand checking somebody and they ain't calling foul, you gonna tell him to stop? No. So y'all need to shut the hell up, you. So that's another thing. That's why I told y'all, as the game has evolved and y'all keep saying, well, Mike ain't played against no competition. He played against stiffer rules in which you better have a mid-range game or you get your eye black because they're going to allow you to get clothesline. So what happens? What happens today if Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen playing in that Bulls team and they ain't got to worry about no hard fouls? What happens now? Will they get more rings? You know? What happens? I mean, I like to throw out more questions. You know, even though we got a topic, I like to throw little sub questions at y'all. Like, what happens? Because I think anytime you say a player is great, you could put them in any era and they're still ball. That's what makes them great to me. They can ball. You take a player in any player we consider that's great. That means we could drop them in any era and they would be successful. Any era. So if you say a player is great, that's what you got to do. But people swear up and down the reason why Wilt Chamberlain was as dominant, because, you know, that's the narrative with Wilt. It wasn't nobody tall playing back then. And it grows legs, and it starts to live, and it becomes a parasite. And everybody want to throw that little tapeworm out there. Yeah, man, that's right. Wilt Chamberlain played against nobody. That's why he was averaging 50 points and 20 rebounds and this and this and that. But y'all say Shaq the most dominant dude y'all seen, and that dude was damn near stronger than Shaq. He was stronger than Shaq and more mobile than Shaq, more agile than Shaq, jump higher than Shaq. Wilt Chamberlain was a track sprinter, a high jumper, a Harlem Globetrotter. But y'all didn't know that. That's why it's amazing when y'all be, oh my God, look at Yao Ming. He's awesome, man. Wilt Chamberlain with a dog, Yao Ming. Yao Ming. That's why I like Shaq. Cause Shaq talk about the greats before him and be like, man, ain't no way I'm better than X, Y, and Z. And ask Kareem about an old Wilt that he was blocking that. The one move that nobody could stop with Kareem, guess who was putting a stop to that jank? Oh, Wilt the Stilt. Wilt the Stilt, to me, is the most physically gifted athlete I've ever seen. I ever, like, not seen in person, but seen tape of. I'm telling you, between him and Bo Jackson, and probably Dion. Like, it's ridiculous. You over 7 feet and can run like that and can jump like that. Psh. You know? My wife say ain't nobody sweating Shaq. I'm just saying, people always say the most dominant force in NBA history, Shaquille O'Neal. And I'll be like, yo, did y'all just forget about Wilt? That's disrespectful, man. Y'all be disrespecting some of these OGs, man. And I'm not, and look, and I didn't grow up in the era of Wilt, so don't say, well, you're an old head and you hanging on to the past. No, because I'll evolve. If somebody old is like, you know, excuse me, all you Celtic fans, but I think Larry Bird to get washed right now. I'm sorry. The small forwards they got in the NBA now, I think they'll wash Larry Bird. I want it, man. He gonna what? He gonna have to check Paul George and KD and the Claw and all them damn avatars. Man, you better. He gonna be goddamn. What's your boy that wear 26? That's the shooter, Cal Korver. That's who Larry Bird gonna be, Cal damn Korver. I'm sorry, but he'll still get buckets. Don't get me wrong. Like he's still one of the best shooters I ever seen. Larry Legend, still Larry Legend. But I love to talk trash. Like, who he checking? That's what they're going to say. Now, I know James Harden played defense too, and they say the same thing about him as well. Who he checking? You know, there's a lot of dudes on defense. Like Steph Curry, they be like, who he checking? So I understand there's a lot of guys that they say who he checking. But it's just fun because I know there's a lot of Larry Bird fans out there and Celtic fans, and it's beloved. So I like to cause trouble. You know, so don't quote me, dog, because I ain't said nothing. Don't hold this against me. Please, 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 Mr. Doggy, don't bite. You have to know your history, which most people don't know. Yeah, a lot of people don't know their history. And look, a lot of people don't take the time to go back and check out the players before them. And I get it. And if they're at an age that they haven't had the opportunity yet, that's when you educate them. That's why I love to throw the older players out. You know what I'm saying? So they can have a better understanding what came before them. You feel me? But this question, would Dominique Wilkins eat today? Has Dominique Wilkins ever shot a damn jump shot, and has he ever gone left? I know Manu Ginobili went left a lot. I know that, right? I know. Manu, he gonna go left. I know James Harden gonna get back to his left, but he could go right. But Dominique Dan Wilkins, he's another one. Did he ever shoot a jumper? Like, I remember vaguely some jumpers he took, and I know him and Larry Bird used to go at it. But how many jumpers did Dominique take? Like, real talk. He a human highlight reel, he'll dunk on your face. But he a smaller Giannis to me. Like, shoot that little broke jump shot. Like, shoot it. And I ain't knocking Dominique. He like, look, y'all notice I ain't taking nothing to get away from them. Like, they still etched in stone, still one of the best that ever did it. I ain't trying to knock them down. I'm just trying to figure out, because trying to think of my childhood, I don't remember too many games where Nick was taking jump shots. I just knew Nick was getting to the cup by any means necessary. He putting his head down. You know? He was putting his head down. He probably closed his eyes. You know, he had activator in his head. He had the curl flat top like Johnny Gill. So you know it was burning his eyes. But yeah, man. Like even Bill Laimbeer. Did Bill Laimbeer take any jump shots, or was he just fouling? I don't remember. Like, I remember Bill vaguely. Like, the narrative and the videos they created for Bill Laimbeer was that he was just an enforcer. Like, he was a hockey dude playing basketball. I don't remember too much that Bill Laimbeer did. I know he was on the team. I know he was a irritant. I know he would rebound. But what the hell did Bill Laimbeer do? I'm still trying to figure that out. Not knocking him. He got rings. Hey, Bill, salute to you. But y'all took Bill Laimbeer picking LeBron James over Michael Jordan as gospel the other day. And I saw that, and I laughed at that too. Because we talk about Bill Laimbeer, who hated Michael Jordan. We expect that. Now, don't get me wrong. I know Isaiah Thomas still takes the high road and he still picked Mike. But you have folks saying, see, because he played against Michael Jordan and he still picked LeBron. And I'm like, yeah, but you can say he hated Michael too. Because once Michael beat him, I think like Bill and Bill's career was done. It was done, son. So they said, they said after he tore his Achilles, Dominique was a jump shooter. They said Laimbeer had a jumper, he hit threes. All right, cool. Let me look up Bill Laimbeer right now. I'm going to be petty. I'm about to be petty. Bill Laimbeer, were you a Draymond Green in your day, Bill? Were you a triple single? Yes. Bill Laimbeer did not average a triple single like Draymond Green. 12 points, 9 rebounds for his career. He is better than Draymond Green. Yes, sir. Get him, Bill. Ooh, Bill averaged 17 points in a couple seasons in a row. Then 16, 15. Okay, Bill. Yeah, when Bill got to Detroit, boy, he started averaging double digits. He wasn't playing with y'all. Okay, Bill. Get the boys, Bill. How many threes you was hitting, Bill? Bill hit 13 threes one year, 30, then 57. Okay, hit 57, 89, 90 season. Did hit 37 threes in the 90, 91 season, 32, then 10. Let's look at Dominique Wilkins. Let's see Dominique. We got to use advanced analytics for Dominique to see what type of shots he was taking. Woo, the human highlight reel was getting you 24 a night, though. God damn. All dunks, too. All dunks. All dunks. Let's look at. Ooh, okay, Dominique made 123s in 92, though. Before that, not so much. 85 and then 112 in 94, 95. Okay, Dominique. Let's go to the advanced shooting analytics, though, Dominique. We got to take a look at you, Dominique. Let's see. Shooting stats. I say, where you at, shooting stats? God dang it. See, this is what happens, man. You ready to talk trash can juice, and you can't find what you're looking for. Okay, there you go. No, that ain't it. Game highs, playoffs per. Oh, they ain't even had those back then for him. That's why they ain't had the advanced shooting stats for Dominique back then, I don't think. Damn. They ain't got him for Neek, man. We can't have no fun. Nope. We can't have no fun. Oh, Dominique did make 12 threes. Oh, no, that's he did make 8 threes in the game before, though. Okay, Dominique. All right, man. Who else? Because I know the comments is a little delayed from what I just said. So, I take a pause and give you a break. World be free in the microwave. Vinny Johnson will eat right now. Yeah, Vinny Johnson, the microwave was a bucket getter. Mark Aguirre was a bucket getter too. Oh, yes, Lord. Mark Aguirre was a bucket getter. Yeah. But, I think the sidekick thing, I think everybody is a dynamic duo in basketball. Like, everybody has a sidekick. And, even LeBron has had a top 5 at his position sidekick. And that's where he was his most successful. So, I think that's why it's a slippery slope when you talk about Scottie Pippen with Michael Jordan, because LeBron's most successful championship winning run was with the great Dwayne Wade playing alongside him. It just was. There's no getting around it. It's just no getting around it. Then when Kyrie was healthy in the playoffs, they won. like I said, both sides can play that game. At the end of the day, man, LeBron James is a great player. If he's your GOAT, he's your GOAT. If Michael Jordan is your GOAT, he's your GOAT. If Magic Johnson is your GOAT, he's your GOAT. Because we can all take away and chop down why they were successful. Pat Riley was with the Lakers. That means Magic ass out of there. And he had Kareem. That means Magic out of there. We could dismiss Michael Jordan because he had not only Scottie Pippen for the first 3, but he had Dennis Rodman for the second 3. And then he also had Phil Jackson for all 6. And then we could do the same thing with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant had Shaq and Phil. Then he had Phil and Powell. You could just say he had Phil for all his rings. Like, Kobe never won a ring without Phil. Shaq never won a ring without Pat Riley being in the building or Phil being in the building. You know what I'm saying? We could play this narrative with everybody. Everybody had Hall of Fames around them. You know, like Bird. Hey, Bird, you was with the Celtics. Y'all stayed in the finals. Between the Lakers and the Celtics, they was always in the damn finals. Then you had the 76ers. It's the same thing when people talk about, you know, the league is weaker now because of the super teams. Super teams been around since forever. It's just everybody didn't have an issue when the owners had control of how super teams were created. If the same 2 teams were always in the damn finals or always winning a ring, how we saying today's game is worse now that Golden State and LeBron's teams are in the finals? Like, if you look at every era, it was like usually one common team that was in the finals more than everybody. In like a 10-year span, there's usually one team that's in the finals more than everybody, or you see the same 2 teams more than everybody. Go back. Even when the Pistons was winning theirs, Lakers was right there, then the Lakers was right there, and then the Bulls came, and then when Michael Jordan left, Houston was in the finals. Then when Michael Jordan came back, he was back in the finals. Then when he left, you had San Antonio. And then when they left, I mean, the list goes on and on. Then the Lakers showed up again. Then when the Lakers won, then it was that. And then you had Kobe. And then you had the Celtics with Kobe. Then the Celtics with Kobe's again. And the same teams. And then LeBron started getting to the finals with the Heat. You had OKC. You had the Heat. Then you had the Heat with the Spurs. Then the Spurs. Then Cleveland. Then Golden State. Then Golden State, then Cleveland. I mean, how can anybody, like, if you're a Celtics fan, how can you cry about the same teams going to the damn finals when your team invented that? You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. Pau Gasol, I can count him as a sidekick with Kobe Bryant, though. I can count him as a sidekick. You know why? Because Pau Gasol was all NBA, both those rings. And that means he was top 15 in the league, according to the I mean, it's there. The narrative's there. The man getting you 18-9. 18-9, 17-9, whatever you want. Whatever you like, that's his sidekick. Like, if you just gonna poo-poo and dismiss that, then I'm gonna go back to Scottie Pippen then. Cause some people tell me it ain't all about scoring. That's what they usually say when I say, well, Pippen only averaged 10 points at first. Well, it's not all about scoring. And then I said, well, Pau Gasol, man, Pau Gasol is soft. Okay, you may think he's soft, but damn it, he producing all, any way you look at Pau Gasol, he produced. Just look at him. Look at Pau Gasol's career. Produce. And it won't just because of Kobe, because when he went to Chicago, he was still all NBA and he produced. I'm not saying that he's a world beater, but he was getting buckets, and you damn sure had to help on Pau Gasol. Let's just call it what it is. Yes, Pau Gasol. So Dirk Nowitzki's 2011 Dallas Maverick team wasn't a super team. The Houston Rockets team that they won wasn't a super team and didn't have anybody as all. Matter of fact, Hakeem one season wasn't even all NBA, one of the rings they won, I believe. Or he was third team. But those are only two, Detroit Pistons with Chauncey Billups and all them. I don't think any of those guys were all NBA. So you got some outliers. You got some outliers as far as teams who won, but nobody looks at Chauncey Billups as a superstar. Nobody looks at Ben Wallace, multiple season defensive MVP, as a superstar. Nobody looks at Rasheed Wallace as a superstar. So they are the band of mischiefs that were successful. But guess who they beat? What's more impressive? The Detroit Pistons, led by Chauncey Billups and Ben Wallace, beating Kobe and Shaq with Phil Jackson, or Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks team defeating the Miami Heat team the first year of the three-headed rock stars, the known as the Houdini finals of LeBron James. Which was more impressive, that Pistons team or that Mavericks team? Talk about Powell being a star in Memphis before he came to the Lakers. Powell was a star. Pau Gasol is a legit player. You know, he's a European. You guys saying that he's soft. If somebody says so and so was soft, that doesn't tell me about their game though. You could be soft and still hoop. People say LeBron's soft. He considered the all-time great. You know what I'm saying? Like, people swear up and down LeBron soft. He's an all-time great. People say Steph Curry soft. Best shooter we ever seen. Reggie Miller was seen as soft because he tried to stab Michael Jordan's eyes out of his head. Greatest shooters we ever seen. And let me tell you little young boys this. Y'all need to stop thinking that Ray Allen was just a spot-up shooter. Ray Allen... Look at Ray Allen Cavs. Ray Allen used to dunk on people. Jesus Shuttlesworth was him. Like, Ray, y'all need to go watch that Seattle Ray, Milwaukee Ray. Ray Allen would dunk on your damn head, period. Yeah, the Pistons 4-1 them. That's the series I call Kobe shot Shaq out of L.A. When they beat the Lakers that year, Kobe shot Shaq ass right up out of L.A. and started the year before. Like, that's when Kobe was like, I'm the man now because you ain't working out. Yeah, I'm going to disrespect Jason Kidd old ass, that 2011 team. Yeah. I'm going to give Jason Terry all the praise because he was getting you 17 off the bench. Jason Kidd, he was Jason Kidd because he could shoot, but Jason Kidd didn't do nothing that playoff. Nah. Yeah, he was instrumental as a leader, but we not going to get carried away. We ain't going to do that. We ain't going to get carried away because that's going to diminish Dirk. We're gonna make sure Dirk get all his flowers. Jason Kidd was still a maestro, still had the vision. He was that big time quarterback that didn't have that gun anymore, but still had that touch. He was Peyton Manning on the Denver Broncos Super Bowl winning team. He was just there. That's how I look at Jason Kidd on the Mavericks that year. He was just there. He was there in the playoffs. But Jason Terry, oh yeah. Jason Terry get all the praise, baby. Jason Terry was a damn beast. Getting you 17 off the bench. Cooking. Cooking. Man, look. If I'm going to say that about Jason Kidd, that Lakers team that had Gary Payton and Karl Malone, especially Karl Malone, trash. No, that ain't the Karl I know. So we ain't gonna do that. They still had a prime Kobe and Shaq. That's all I needed to see. Prime Kobe and Shaq. Just like the Mavericks beat a shown up Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. Because I don't know that LeBron James that was playing that. That LeBron, I don't know who the hell that was. I don't know who that is. So he was so LeBron was Karl Malone on the Lakers that series. Cause I don't know who that LeBron, like that LeBron right there. My God. See, that's why Jordan fans go at LeBron. Cause they hang on to the death that Mike would never disappear like that. Cause we know Mike gonna keep shooting. He could be click, click, click. He still gonna think he got a bullet. While LeBron is he was raised different. He's an involver. LeBron involves everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you got folks who say LeBron make people around him better. Then you got old school folks who, see some female getting beat by pots and pans by their mama saying, well, see, Michael Jordan just punch you in your eye, and that's old school, baby. He get you better like that. No. JJ Barea. I had another person throw JJ Barea in there. No. JJ Barea in that finals, no. He not getting the love. No. I looked that up the other day. No. Not giving it. No. We're not putting JJ Barea in there. No. I'm not going to do that. That's piling on. We're not going to do that. That's piling on, man. We ain't going to do that. Even though JJ was he was doing his thug thizzle, but we ain't gonna pile on. We ain't gonna do that. JJ was getting them 8 points a game, shooting 38% from the floor. But they say it's more than it's more than about buckets. So hey, I guess we could give him a little bit of credit. Give him a little bit. He made 6 3-pointers in those 6 games. So he made a 3-pointer a game. Good job, JJ. But that boy Jason Terry, though, 18 points off the bench. Dirt Nowitzki giving you 26. Shooting their faces off. Let me look at LeBron's stats again, man, because I want to shed a tear for this again, man. This series hurt my heart looking at these stats again. LeBron averaging 17 points. You LeBron James, you averaging 17 points in the finals. 17 points. Not points, but points. 17. That's why, look, I'm trying to help you LeBron fans. That's why y'all can't even put a dent in the armor of Michael Jordan, because they point to that. Yes, Mike got swept in the first round, but LeBron has missed the playoffs. Yes, it took Scottie Pippen to help Mike get to the finals, and LeBron took bummy teams to the finals. Participation trophies, y'all don't like those, remember? And that's 17 points in your prime when you pick your team to go to versus one of the weakest final teams that ever won, ever. Because as much as we want to praise the Mavericks, they probably the weakest championship team in NBA history. They probably the weakest. Because I'll pick that Chauncey Billups Pistons team over them. You know what I'm saying? That 17 points hurt y'all LeBron fans, man. I'm trying to tell you. Them points. That's pitiful. That's pitiful. Pity foul. Because you got these, you know the urban legends of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Played 17 games second year, came back, went to the Garden, dropped 63 off a broken foot. I mean, that's tough. When you scoring 17 points in the finals, and you got a dude coming off a broken foot dropping 63 versus the Celtics, you can't stand up to that. They don't care about your triple-double in a losing effort. They don't. 17 in your prime? When you pick to go to the team you want to go, that's tough money. That's tough. That's tough. I'm trying to tell you. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, that's hard. And I love LeBron, yo. I do. 17? Chris Bosh averaged more points in the finals than LeBron did. Let that sink in. And while we talk about people who soft, because people say Pau Gasol soft, they say Chris Bosh soft. Can we talk about how Dwight Howard don't get no damn credit for leading Orlando to the finals? How come nobody don't use that to elevate him? Why is that? Why do they poo-poo on Dwight Howard like he ain't a first ballot Hall of Famer? Why they do that? Why, man? Why we doing that? Why we doing that? So Michael Scott said LeBron beat a 73-9 team. That's why he the best. But then you got Michael Jordan who led his team to 72-10 wins and won a ring. Like, nah. Sorry, killer. I know, like, that 17 punch takes a lot of legs away from this is why he better than Michael Jordan. It does. Because if you got Scottie Pippen, then I'm going to use Dwayne Wade. They both in the top 5 of their respective position. That's what kills arguments. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. I'm here. And you know, let me show you how, you know, Jordan fans, if they clever like me, can help Michael Jordan out even more, right? Because my man Vid didn't threw an alley-oop out there. I'm about to dunk it like Blake Griffin used to back with the LA Clippers. So if you go to trios, would you rather have, and this is how people gonna get in trouble because they hate this. Michael Jordan won 3 rings as Scottie Pippen the number 2 and Horace Grant the number 3, versus LeBron won 2 rings with Wade and Bosh. Which trio, like, y'all already taking Bron over Jordan. We know you're going to take Wade over Pippen. We know you're going to take Bosh over Horace Grant. And you still ain't got 3 rings? You still lost? How, Sway? You lost to an old-ass Tim Duncan? What? You old-ass Manu? That go left? Y'all really lost to the goddamn Spurs with that team, too. Let's talk about that. Not only do you got 17 punts, you lost to old-ass, stonewashed jeans with the Jesus sandals, Tim Duncan. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, it's Tony Parker. Oh, that's what it was, Tony Parker. Somebody gonna say it's because of Tony Parker. Don't get me wrong, Tony Parker was cooking and juking. Y'all lost to Tony Parker while he was cheating on Eva Longoria, too. That's the Eva, right? Yeah, that's the same Eva. But see what Beam did? He don't want to give Dwight Howard no credit for them going to the damn finals. He talking about Hedo Turkoglu. Oh, hell, look at that. You got the stuff falling down. Boy, them damn goons for DC coming at me because I'm praising that dang on Dwight Howard. Them Ray J goons. If y'all didn't catch the ball, then I don't know how to help you. You know why I called it a Ray J ball. Go look up his not his 106 in Park. His daggone Breakfast Club interview when Fabulous punked him. Kawhi Leonard won an MVP. Hey, look, man, dudes win MVP versus LeBron and don't even got to score. Yo, that's how you know the hate is real too. Iguodala got MVP for Golden State in the finals. Michael Scott, last time I checked, LeBron James ain't take no team to the finals by himself. Because he ain't playing on the court by himself. Nobody takes people to the final by themselves. We got to stop this narrative. Even our dude, Bubba, even though we don't want to give credit to it, Mutombo was Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron McKee ass got an award. Dudes got awards that year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we up here, on one hand, mad at people getting ribbons for running track races, and then we want to give LeBron James a ribbon for getting swept in the finals because he got there. I ain't gonna do that, dog. We ain't gonna do that. We can't do that, man. Look, man. Either you a winner or you're not. Somebody said, wouldn't you just want to get there? Hell no, if I know I'm gonna lose, cause I ain't no damn winner. Whether I lose in the first round or the finals, you a loser. Only time you glorify dudes who come in second and third place is in the Olympics. Those are only folks. He's a 3-time silver medalist. That's the only time people get parades for coming in second and third is in the damn Olympics. This ain't the Olympics. We talking about a team sport. Walk up in your school as a state runner-up with your chest poking out and have a damn pep rally if you want to. Huh? Excuse me? You, what? You came in second? Oh, what? Man, I'm in the wrong damn place. Man. I love Bubba, but that damn by himself, come on, man. It just ain't impressive. But them boys, hey, they're award winners. Bubba got there. It was some award winners up there. Y'all know I love Bubba to death, man. And I'm gonna ride that narrative when I want to elevate him because he from the 7-5. You goddamn right, Bubba took him by himself. Believe it. Huh. Play with it. Pause. Jack. Huh? What you got to say? Bubba Chuck. Getting you 40 a night. It was tough though. Man, you gotta love sports debates though, man. Hey, yo, Michael Scott wants some attention. He's saying Jordan is number 3 on this list. He got Magic Johnson ahead of Michael Jordan. He just want attention, man. He my boy. I swear he be just doing stuff for attention. I swear. He ain't even comfortable really saying that though. You know what I'm saying? My dog ain't even really comfortable saying that. Ain't nobody in their damn mind comfortable saying Magic Johnson better than Michael Jordan or I got Magic. Ain't nobody buddy. Nobody buddy. No. No, sir. No. Same dudes who be loving Magic are diss Ben Simmons because he can't shoot. Like Magic ass can shoot. Man, the Magic don't get that goddamn horse shooting shot out of here. I watched the old Pistol Pete and Bob McAdoo horse match last night on YouTube. When I tell you them jumpers look nice and trashy now, Pistol Pete though, good Lord. Both of them, when they were crafty going to the cup, but the jumpers they was taking, man, you don't punch that off the court. Man. See how now, I want to let the people know, because I ain't going to do that to my dog, Mike. Mike is biased. His eye test is you got to be tall and know how to dribble. So those are the guys that he favor. Just like Vid said it, I'm biased, I'm picking Magic. I understand that. So I make sure I'm always put disclaimers out there, because I ain't going to Jason Whitlock them. I ain't going to take their quotes and then run with it for some clicks. So those my homeboys. So they're biased. They have their reasons, and they know basketball too. So just because I joke them, they like my Pams. I could call them B2Bs. Y'all can't call them B2Bs. Okay. So don't be thinking they sweet. So y'all see Mike talking like this. Y'all don't be thinking it's sweet, and you could just run up on them and calling them dumb and start talking basketball, because he's gonna black your damn eye through the damn Facebook with all these facts, and you're gonna be frustrated. Same thing with Vid. Vid write books. So dudes who write books, you can't really debate with them unless you got a lunch. He wrote a couple books, not just one. Like not no autobiographies either, like books. You know, people got to know the difference between an autobiography and a real book. Like I can write an autobiography because I'm writing by myself. You know, like you just recapping stories. But writing a damn book is like, it's a book, okay? Like I can show you all the difference. I got some autobiographies right here, and I got books. You know, like, see, this right here is what you call a book. Contagious. That's a book. It's writing about something. Holla If You Hear Me is almost like autobiography, because Michael Eric Dyson is telling stories about Tupac. But that's like this is a semi-book. This is a book. Brainwash. That's a book. Like, that's a book. Now I'm gonna show you, like, not a book. Salute to the God, Kobe Bryant. This is not a book. This is like an autobiography. This is like me just talking to y'all, okay? So know the difference. Before y'all run up on somebody and they black your eye with facts. So, and the people who listen to this on the podcast can't see what I'm doing. So like, what the hell is he talking about? But all right, man, got to get up out of here. I told y'all this wasn't going to be longer than an hour, and damn it, it's longer than an hour. Ain't that something? But that's okay, though. We quarantine. Where the hell is Joe Budden's show at? Did he still not do a show yet? I'm checking my Spotify right now. I'm trying to see if Joe Budden got a new episode yet. He on vacation? Come on, Spotify. You take it too long. What the heck? Man, never mind. So, if he taking a break, then I'm going to apply pressure and put out a lot of episodes because Joe Budden fans are my fans. So, if he ain't on with his 2-hour show, then I'm gonna double up like the CD, Biggie Smalls. Oh, do you know I got somebody on my friends list that said that the Baby was a better rapper than Biggie Smalls? And he's saying it with a straight face. The Baby is a better rapper than Biggie Smalls. I'm gonna leave that for y'all. I like the Baby. Huh? You know what I mean? Gone. Yeah. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Look at Mike Scott. Jordan versus Hornacek, Hersey Hawkins, Fleming, John Starks. Okay, if that's competition. Hey, man, Mike is Mike, bro. Mike is Mike. It don't matter if LeBron checking him. Kobe showed you can still hit the fadeaway on him. Carmelo still showed you can hit a game winner on him. I mean, you act like Mike can't score versus no damn LeBron and Kawhi. Man, put them boys on the block. Talk about the God. So JaVale Rowe, I'm looking for you because we got to have a discussion. I name dropped him. When you listen to this, email me, message me a day when we can do a podcast of you dropping your top 5 all time. Because I'm going to show y'all what his top 5 all time is. I'm going to give y'all some time. That's going to be the next show. Top 5 all time show. This is what JaVale said his top 5 was all time. No, his best rappers ever, as he said. Jadakiss, number 1. T.I., number 2. Tupac, number 3. Nas, number 4. And the Baby as number 5. He said the Baby has done the most in the least amount of time. And I said, well, Biggie might have done more in the least amount of time. And he said Biggie was trash. He said Biggie wasn't better than Rick Ross. So I'm going to leave that cliffhanger for y'all at the end of this podcast so you can get your mind right. I'm going to try to get JaVale on here quick, fast, in a hurry. I know he busy. But we got to get to the bottom of this 5 best rapper ever and make an episode and just let him rock out because I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it. And okay, so Mike, you agree? You think so? Jadakiss is your GOAT also, so he got number 1 right for you. But that damn the Baby at number 5, he ain't even got Jay-Z in the top 5. He got the Baby over 50 Cent. They like the damn near same person. They ain't never in the same spot. You'll never see the Baby or 50 Cent in the same building. I think the Baby is actually Marquise. I ain't never seen Marquise or the Baby in the same place either. Y'all heard it from me first. The Baby is Marquise, 50 Cent's son. So, with that being said, I'm out of here. If y'all on Twitter, make sure you go to follow Virginia UVA football, man. We're going to be recapping the Boise State game. We had Quinn Blandon on, Kurt Benkert, and Micah Kaiser. using Zoom. We're gonna be watching a condensed game, like a 30-minute, 45-minute version of it, and just talking and having our own commentary during the game. So that's all I got for y'all. It's tonight. He said I got Lauren Hill over the baby. Tonight. My wife just asked me tomorrow like 3 times, and I'm saying tonight. That's what I'm saying, tonight. All right. So, y'all be easy, man. We out of here. Make sure you get your Shut the Hell Up Juice Apparel. Go get your Fear. Hey, this is the perfect time to go buy your Fear. I'm going to make Fear shirts, too. So, this is a Fear hoodie. Hold on. And it's appropriate right now. Face everything and rise, man. People living in a lot of fear right now with this virus. But I think I'm going to switch it up. I think I'm going to take the gold logo off and just going to have Fear up there. But you'll see it. I'm going to put that up on the site. Right now I got it as a hoodie, but it's getting hot outside. So I'm going to make shirts too. So yeah, sthujuice.com. We out here. I'm rambling. Peace.